Hello guys, my name is Martin, welcome back to Hearts of Iron. It's been a while since I've been playing Hearts of Iron. Yeah, I had a vacation, I was a little bit sick, I played some Stellaris and all that good stuff. But we want to finish this Yugoslavian campaign for sure, so let's get to it. When we left off, and you'll excuse me, I remember absolutely nothing, but we had killed a fair number of American, British and French divisions in a couple of encirclements in the Alps, in the Baltics, and in North Germany. And now they're on the run. France only has 24 to 75 divisions. That's nothing. Britain probably has a little bit more. Yeah, they still have a fair army. And the Yanks are probably pretty scary. Still, yes, they are. They have as many as 500 divisions. But many of those will be engaged, I presume, against the Japs, although maybe not. The Japs are being trunched by the Soviet Union, which is nice. I don't know where the Yanks are. Well, a fair amount of them would be here, I guess. Though they did lose a lot. Is it possible they lost their bulk of their European armies? They do control Spain. They might have some there. The goal. Oh, the Russians are pushing down here as well. That's very nice to see. Very nice, and they have a huge advantage in divisions. 40 divisions against like 10 or something. So they're gonna rush through Africa, and they will do good to spread out a little bit more than that because supply is gonna be murdered down there. They kill some Italians down here while they're there. I wouldn't hold it against them. I drew up a couple of battle plans. We are going to start pushing in Italy. We want to make it up here to the what's the name of this mountain range? I guess it's still the Alps, probably. We're gonna get into Massif Central somewhere, probably here. We wanna push up to here, and we wanna make it down here. So that we can start pushing out the French out of Rome and really just be ready to take over Italy when Paris falls. I've given these two armies on the border with France orders to march up to the Maginot Line but not cross it, since we don't want to attack into that 10 fortress level. You know how that will go. And I assigned the Northern Army to push through the Low Countries all the way down to Paris. The idea being that when Paris falls, all of this territory will be ours, probably. And I don't know what will happen with these bits down here. Will that go back to Italy? Will we gain control? Anyway, I want my army to be put in position that if it does revert to Italy, that we're in a position to just quickly take it before Italy can train up an actual force. What happens down here? This is technically Italian, isn't it? No, it's French. No, it's Italian. Just controlled by France. So that might revert to Italy as well. Who took the... That's England who took the Italian possessions down here in Ethiopia. That's gonna be the plan. Let's see how it turns out. We're gonna start the game. Just gonna go relatively slow here in the beginning. Get our bearings straight. I think we did just seize this territory, so we do want supply and organization to come back up. Supply is good. And they are reorganizing. I did steal some of these. Well, steal. I did take some troops back from the Danish border. Should be. They are just retreating, it seems. So yeah, let's move up here. Since they are giving up those positions, it seems. And tell you what, in Italy here, I'm going to tell you to enact those two plans. with you there, and you move forward there. Okay. And you're attacking them as well. It's fine. And up here, the Danish army. This one. You can go ahead and enact your plan as well. It's just a small plan to get some stuff. And yeah, they have every superiority everywhere. We are aware of this problem. 3 military factories, really. Yeah, a little bit. Gas. Okay. Let me just have a look at our airplanes. Well, they are damaged though. I think we might want... Why did it briefly say weapons 2 when I hovered here? Here. No, weapons 3. I read that wrong. The thing is, we don't really need that much right now. What are we researching? We want to do motorized equipment in 71 days. Gonna get that. Paratroopers, Marines. We're already training Marines. So, what do we really need? What are we producing in tanks? 3 lines of medium tanks. And the self-propelled anti-air. Which I really haven't seen the value of yet, I gotta say. It seems like when we do battle, we're not shooting down enemy fighters in great numbers at least. So we could do another line of infantry. Could do some transport planes just to have them in the bank. Yeah, let's do some transport planes. Let's assign them there, and I'm just going to make sure that those transport planes are at the very bottom of the use, since they do use oil and other stuff that is in short supply, and they're not at all important to the war effort. So we don't want any focus on them, to be sure. So you're up there. You guys, you can just go up here instead, please. That's a lot of guys there. Probably don't want to attack him. If we just hold these straits, that'd be lovely. There was a brief invasion there. We've been seeing this throughout the game, obviously. Still nothing really happening, so I guess we're fine. And we're spreading out on this line just fine, seems. Here. Just quickly going to liberate Jutland here and just fortify these straits to fuel it. Seems to be going well. Send you here. Don't need to put more than 2 people after him. Is that not actually a province? It is, but you have to go kind of around like that. Fair enough. everything's quiet down here, and you are pushing here. Could we just surround these guys? That'd be lovely. And you guys need to come over here, close that gap, so that we don't have any issues later on. When are you gonna get there? In a day and a half. So we can presumably kill these 10 divisions, though they will get resupplied from the sea. It's not gonna be a complete wipe. You can go and help that. And there are some forces up here. They should be not that strong. Well, wait on your body then. And you're gonna get there. How's that? Invasion going? No, nothing. Good. And there you are. They are surrounded. So why don't you just open up another front line there and pop them? Good. These guys. We only have 14 divisions over him. I'm actually going to reassign some people over there, just to make sure that that line is properly defended. And it seems like they are evacuating these forces. Didn't they have like 7 before? I'm not sure. This is really hard to get up there. 5 hours. Okay. More factories. Get some Danish factories under our control now. And you're trying to attack again. Okay, just hold off. Whoa, don't do that. Why don't we pop in a front line here and assign you two here, and then we're gonna have another front line, which is, we're gonna do a front line here. I guess not. Can I do a fallback line then? Here. And you guys are going to be assigned to that. So that'll be okay. This is a very, very tiny front line. Okay. Fair enough. So let's see here, the Italian theater, this one, that push went very, very easy, which makes me think that there's absolutely nothing going on. Why don't you just do something like that and plan to push on? That'd be the Red Army. You don't have much in the way of planning bonus, but I think you're good to go. They're very, very weak. And here we can actually grab stuff as well, so let's take the Italian theater and extend their front line to the river. Like so. Probably don't want to extend more than that, since there are only 19 divisions here. We don't want an extended front line. But at some point we might see if we can do a sneaky push up here, a push down here through the Netherlands, and then just capture everything at the Maginot Line. But it might not be necessary, because French troops are likely to just flat out surrender and disappear once they surrender. I guess we're gonna build more aircraft. We do have a heap of military factories and not much to spend them on. That doesn't seem to be going all that well. You're gonna get reinforced in a while. Now let's see here. Up north. Really want to start pushing here. It seems like they have most of the divisions up here. Philippines, Netherlands, France, UK, Denmark. Binary division. Binary, yeah, it's Danish for binary, so I guess that means there are only 2 regiments in there. Could we knock Denmark out of the war? That would be spectacular. They are fielding 3 divisions. It would be lovely to not have to fight those mighty Danish divisions. We have 4 divisions and 2 divisions. Why do you say that there are battle plans with no units assigned? That's simply not true. No, we cross here. Later when we have paratroopers, it's gonna be feasible, but right now, not so much. If we were to attack here, what kind of stats would we be looking at? They have entrenchments. They can't pierce me. At least 2 of the divisions can pierce me. Brits cannot. Who are those guys again? What's this flag? We have 2 British, an American, and a Philippine division. I don't see the Belgium guy here, but that's okay. But let's look at the stats. They have 600 defense. So yeah, it's looking kind of rough. Never mind that. You can just build up your defenses, get some entrenchment of your own. You're actually heavily in. No, it's these guys. Okay, they're not entrenched at all yet. But they should be getting an offensive line, which is just here. Oh, what's that? Well, there's some shore bombardments going on. Or was it a sea battle? I don't know if they were invading here. I kind of missed it. Nothing going on here. Nothing going on there. Nice encirclement there. That's really nice encirclement, actually. That's pretty strong. Well done, AI. Well done. Well, it's not the AI, it's the mighty general Vojislav Vukovic. I like that guy. He's awesome. Let's kill him. As we can. We're just supporting. Could we maybe put 1 guy in there, get some more combat with? That'd be nice. And you're still pushing up here, and we're just holding the line here. At this point, we're just gonna eat Italy, fighting in the Baltic. That's that old Romanian submarine, which has been lurking out in the Black Sea for like 4 years or something. Yeah, we're never gonna catch him. He's just too wily. Too wily by far. You're not doing any invasions up here. I would have heard about it as soon. You get killed, that's beautiful. So we'll march on, and why don't we take Rome since it's free? No one's defending it. When are you gonna get there? 15 hours. We are going to catch that guy, it seems. Especially if we attack him like that. Okay, I guess we can go up to speed 3. Oh, someone there actually. Rome is ours. Fall of Rome for like the 7th time this game, I think. Rome has been falling a lot. You need to get down here, since that's actually taken care of. We're fighting in the hills here, but they are... That's okay. Go back there then. They're just gonna push all the way down there and liberate Italy. And by liberate, I mean conquer. So right now we have no lurking invasions. Which is nice. And we ended up with 19 divisions on both sides. How are we looking on cavalry? They're being trained. At 19%, they're almost ready to deploy, which is nice because we do have some resistance, and we have more and more as we conquer more territory, obviously. So as soon as those guys are ready, we need to deploy them, and we may need to redeploy our cavalry a tiny bit and focus a little bit more on Italy. We have a guy going that way, that's good. No, he can retreat into Italian territory. I mean the Allied forces here. I suppose they can't. Have a guy go there. Naples is ours. At this point, you will have a front line. Going to the boot. So that's a lot of coastline to defend, which is an issue. But it should also... The Russians have stalled a little bit here. I'm betting it's the supply issue. I'll bet you anything it's the supply issue. Yeah, I think when we take Italy, especially if we can also take like Crete and Cyprus here, we can dial down a little bit on the defenses in the Balkans and in Turkey. We have like two full armies just standing there, and I don't really think that's necessary. Did I not tell you to enact that game plan? Make sure you take all that stuff. Just cover all of it. And you are going through Italy. I don't know why the Allies didn't take the rest of the boot ages ago. It seems like Italy has very little down here. But it is what it is. All's quiet here. So we really should start thinking about pushing here, but it seems like this is where the Allied forces are. So what we might do instead is make a push with this army, just crush up here towards Paris. French unity is low, obviously. It's kind of the thing. Oops. Something funny happened with the front line here. Let's just... deselect you and then take the rest of these guys over here. Gonna send 2 people in here, all the way in there actually. I'm gonna make another front line there with all of you guys 17 divisions. Actually, we're gonna take 5 of them. Say, yeah, any 4 will do, except not the people who are actually signed down there. And you, I'm gonna deploy you to that army up there, and then we're gonna take these guys over here, except for 2 of them. We're going to go there. It's totally not what I wanted to do. What is this anyway? You just move there. These 12 divisions belong here. Yeah. Is that right? I think that might be right. And you're going to be redeploying up here to the Italian, North Italian theater. You're gonna kill him, and then you're gonna go over there. That's nice. Don't know if we can cross into Sicily. They may have a force here, they may have a fleet. Allies may certainly have a fleet. Hard to tell at this point. Otherwise, we're just going to use this army to really fortify the Italian coast. Quiet up here. And this army is about to reach the river. Then I think we're gonna breathe for a short while. We are going to stack wipe a bunch of armies here if we can make it in there. 2 hours, there we are. Excellent. Those guys are gonna die, which is a wonderful thing. Make sure that we have everyone here. Ooh, 24 divisions. Lovely. It seems like it's a little hard, but no, not really. They're gonna die. This number is not really indicative of the way this battle is going to go. They have no supplies. Organization on the front line is not good. Mechanized equipment. All right. So let's just have a quick look here. We are going to research something else, obviously. Just continue up this tree, I guess. I think we were done here. That one's exclusive to this one, of course. All this is done. We could do this. Not terribly important at this point. We have pretty solid oil and rubber at this point, since we did build quite aggressively. Radar, nah. I don't know if we're gonna get into the whole atomics game. It's awfully late to start thinking about it. We could do some close air support. We are producing fighters. We could also go for the next level of fighters. That might actually be a thing. Also, engines might be a thing if we are going to play into like the 1950s. Tell you what, let's do that with the idea of going into jet engines. I don't care about the rockets, but I would like to get some jet engines at some point. And let's see here, our motorized. What's that actually? It's here. Needs to go into mechanized, please. You are. And then I will add another line of mechanized, and be quite happy to put that not at the why doesn't my button work? Here we are. I'm gonna put it ahead of that thing. actually going to put both of them up there. Let's see how that does. No template. You don't say. I have to change my. I thought that the mechanized would just replace motorized in my divisions. Well, knowing that, let's just build up a whole heap of them. Right now, obviously, we have 0. Actually, yes, 0. So we're going to build up a whole heap of them, and then as we have them, we will change our divisions to start using them. You can go ahead and mark here, please. I guess I didn't start in order. Sorry about that. Awfully sorry about that. Okay, so Italy's pretty much fallen. That thing's gonna get killed. Are you retreating? Not sure. You are dying. Maybe I'd like to have some fresh divisions here in this. Just to make sure that we have you killed. All of you. Still have a front line there. When are you gonna get there? In a day? Any of these guys, yes, they can move in there. It's just the Black Sea tank that's circled. They have low supply. Do have entrenchments. Now the numbers are green. You need to get in there to make sure that we have the full combat width. Can reinforce with 1 division, and there he is. So they have 8 divisions remaining. Don't care about that. Just get in there. And should be it. They all die. Excellent. So they're gonna spread out on the front. And we've got to be ready to push north. And I think we are going to attack France from the south after all. Since it seems like the English are protecting them in the north. And the east, of course. The Maginot Line, we don't want to tank with that at all. Let's have a look down here. Can we... Can we cross here? Totally can. Unless there's a navy just swooping in. What's the penalty actually for this kind of straight crossing? We're getting a naval penalty, not a straight crossing. So it's really dire straits. No pun intended. Let's see. Night vision. We're doing the paratroops, doing the marines, don't care about the mountain infantry. Mechanized is definitely a possibility. We're doing that thing, which is supremely useful. A better field hospital. It's 45. Let's wait a tick on that. Want to get into the modern tank, but that's also a year away. We are maxed out on artillery. Land doctrine. That last level of organization not really doing it for me. Let's get this level of fighter. in preparation for our jet engines. Okay, so you guys, Italy has capitulated, which means that this is going to be French. This is still Italian. So nothing much happened other than the fact that these states here became French. It doesn't matter though, since the French have no forces here. We are going to swiftly, offensive line, swiftly take all of them and go. You can go and park yourself in Rome and Naples. Don't all have to go in the same direction. We have attrition here, I guess. Keep moving. Make sure to get all of that quickly as possible. But again, the French won't be able to put anything down here with any kind of speed. That thing is all done. This is all quiet. And Italy is dead. No one actually went in there, huh? There we are. Can't go there. Alright, I guess we're gonna wrap the episode here. So we have a number of opportunities. I think we will try to do a little bit of probing and see if we can snatch these island bases from the Greeks, English, and more English. Also Sardinia and Corsica from the French. Since they will be using those to stage naval invasions in the south. If we can put an effective stop to that, then we can shift these forces to Italy. The Turkish forces we don't really need, probably at that point, and that should make our life a lot easier. We're also going to deploy all of them. These will be ready soon, and I think this is the last line of actual infantry we'll do. Manpower is a concern. We're training Marines, so once they are ready, we'll be using them, of course, to do the invasions primarily. I'm gonna let them train all the way up though, and obviously we want to give the Italians here, the Italian army, which is now a French army, an offensive line, which is going to involve a rather aggressive move. I'm just gonna go something like that. And then maybe extending it down. If I do like this, oops, it didn't understand. I need to make it wider, I guess, now. Do something like that. I think it will do it the way I want. Just push out a little bit to make the corridor wide, and go north to take Paris. Probably not going to be enough I guess that I'm going to move up a number of divisions here to just help hold the line. But on the other hand, it seems like there's absolutely nothing going on here. The French have no troops whatsoever. We'll see. I will put a break in here, and I will hope to see you all next time. Bye for now.